Welcome or welcome back, new viewers and gamers. It is time for a new episode of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, and we're right in front of Professor Juniper's lab because we got a few rival fights to do. So before we do that, let's do a quick team recap. We got ourselves our teammates over here. We have also the Lord of Fire, the more, the lady with the shark hole, and the moves Flame Charge, Brick Break, Heat Crash, and Rock Slide, and also holding a charm. Did I say that right? We have Velvet Crow, the Lord of Calamity, the Escadrille, Lady 1 with the Shell Bell, with the moves Metal Claw, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and Rock Slide, and also holding a Shell Bell. We have Mikleo, Seraphim of Water, the male Jellicent, level 80, with the Leftovers, with the moves Shadow Ball, Will-O-the-Wisp, Recover, and Surf. We have Teresa, the Gallivantia, level 70, with a Silver Powder with the moves Volt Switch, Thunder, Energy Ball, and Bug Buzz. We have Zavi, the Seraphim of Wind, the Tornadus, level 78, with an Expert Belt with the moves Brick Break, Dank Pulse, which are down off screen, Psychic, and Air Slash. And finally, Chloe Downs, the Verizon Wireless, level 78, with a Miracle Seed with the moves Swords Dance, X Scissors, Leaf Blade, and Sacred Sword. So that being said, why don't we go on in here and begin? I think you can guess which rival we are going to fight, and she happens not to be in here right now. She might be at her parents' house, that being Bianca, of course. Alright, I believe this is our house. Yes, it is. Didn't want to go in here. One thing about the... Well, I'll talk about the water here for a second. Here's our girl, Bianca. I was just looking over my Pokedex, and I'm thinking, I sure have met a lot of different Pokemon. One thing about Bianca is you only fight her on, like, Saturday nights, weirdly enough. Which is kind of funny. I only had to look it up recently to learn that. But anyways, see the water? Sparkling. I remember back in elementary school, I used to think there were like shiny Pokemon in this water. But since with outside of walk through walls glitches, you can't go over here. So mixed water red sparkling. Perhaps the water's just that pristine and clean. So with that being said, let's go back to the Pokemon Center. Let's get the Umfazon out of the Pokemon Center. And let's go find our other rival, Cheren. I think I have an idea where he might be. While we run into a waste of time Pokemon Patrat, get out of my face. Alright, let's go get the Umfazon out of here so we can go fly. We're gonna go back to Nimbasa City for a second. Also, notice that there's a certain teammate in this box that we're gonna be using for the rest of the playthrough, but I'll bring that up later on. Alright, going on over to Route 5. Alright, and there's the man himself. Alright, impatient, tapping your foot. Strength and strength alone is what matters in this world. So I believe, until I met Alder here. But winning in Pokemon battles isn't all there is to life. Once I learned that lesson, my eyes were open to many different things. We all have our own brand of strength, people and Pokemon both. The strength to make our dreams a reality, the strength to protect what we hold most dear. Why do I think this way now? It's thanks to you, Spare, and Bianca, and Alder. If only N could see this too, someday. I'm going to take a long, hard look at myself on Victory Road. I'm going to think about what I can do and who I can become. It visits me sometime. Hello, Aaron, how are you doing today? And hey, thank you for the resubscription for 22 months. If you want, we'll have a battle like old times. Azar, you're doing fantastically. Yes, we will. This playthrough is almost over anyway, so I think we might as well. Alright, now with that being said, now that we've seen our rival over here, let's go fly back to the Victory Road over here. I hope you're enjoying yourself some Xenoblade. Speaking of, I gotta get back to that playthrough myself. I want to get some new playthroughs already, and I already have a few in mind. Spoiler alert, it's not on my PS4 just yet. Alright, bring him back to Lisa. Alright, Hubert, take a back seat for a sec. Alright, I just want to buy some Dust Balls real quick, because there's a certain Pokemon we'll be getting in a later episode that I want to be prepared for. I think 25 will suffice. Alright, let's go find our boy Cheren. And there he is, just sitting there, waiting. Now with that being said, I've got a good solution over here. We're going to start off with Velvet with this one. And let's say, not that it matters, but you know what I like to say, it's good to keep a record. Spare, it's difficult, isn't it? When you confront yourself, you have to notice things about yourself that aren't too flattering. Of course, and no one can get away from themselves. What are you doing here, Marshall? We're having a friend talk here. Marshall? My mentor told me you were here, so I came to see. How did he know you were here? Whatever. Listen, even if you lose in battle, if you surpass what you've done before, you have bested yourself, take the opportunity of a battle to look at your opponent, look at the Pokemon involved, and look at yourself. Oh, gee, I'll remember that the next time I lose a competitive match, thank you. Are those Aldous words? Maybe, but I'm borrowing them. What I want are battles with trainers who believe in themselves like that. When I mix it up with a trainer like that, both my Pokemon and I get even stronger. Well then, I'll be waiting for your challenge in the Pokemon League. Oh, it's not you, it's not I who... Wait. It's not you who will be waiting for me, it'll be I who's waiting for you. Anyways, I guess that's that. Okay, Spayba, accept this Pokemon battle. Alright, and here's the final battle with Cheren for the rest of the playthrough. Alright, nice to know that you're able to fix that little mistake. Alright, Pokemon Trainer Cheren sends out his Lion Herd. Alright, his Pokemon are level 65 to level 67, and they all have items. But we're not he's not the only one with items. Let's start off with a Sword Stance. He used Fake Out, that's fine, we're Steel type. And a starter Pokemon in particular has a pretty nasty item, I might say. You'll see what it is in a second. Alright, Earth Tremble and Shake. Alright, I'll likely go off and do a Samurai next, just to get the advantage. That's it. That's what I want you to do. Alright, his Samurai has a real neat item, that being the Focus Sash. I remember doing this fight all the time back in elementary school, so I was having a little muscle memory with that one. Alright, going into Jealous Sense, your water moves mean nothing to me, loser. Now I'm gonna cripple him with a nice little burn. And I'm faster than a Samurai. Well, then again, the little jump is pretty high here. And you did so little damage, you healed me. Alright, now we just whittle him down from here. I know all my strengths and weaknesses now, so soon I will also know yours. No, you will not. Good sir, Shadow Ball. I thought you got that outfit. Alright, minus special defense, that's good. We might use his forward store next turn, but that's fine. Funny how Exos is the best move he can use against me. Despite being burned. Alright, even if you use your forward store and he doesn't, alright, that's good. Hey, yes she is. Alright, Haxorus is next. Haxorus being very dangerous with his enormous attack stat. Though thankfully, it doesn't have the best moveset. Now that being said, I believe it did have Exos as well. We're pretty beefy in our HP, though Cheren does have one very dangerous move on it that I am admittedly a little worried about. So why don't we go into Velvet and take the move that's coming? Yes. Alright, Outrage, and this move is powered up by a Dragon Gem, and we need to take this. Ooh, that did quite a bit. Alright, now I'm gonna, now that that's burnt up, I'm gonna hard switch back into Miglio, because this Haxorus no surf for some weird-ass reason, so let's take advantage of that. Just wanted to get that Dragon Gem used up. Wait a minute, it's trapped in Outrage, right? Oops, I forgot about that. I switched for absolutely no reason. You know you can fuck off, right? Wow, that does so much. Holy shit. That wasn't even a crit, that's just how much it did. Alright, so I put myself into a bit of a predicament over here. Alright, how much HP were we at before? I could wait till you get confused. Probably just best to go back into Velvet, I think. I hope he doesn't crit, really. I think that's the answer here. Alright, you can take this Velvet, you can take this Velvet, thank you. Of course you crit, piss off. Alright, now with that being said. Alright, now let's go back into Miglio. Alright, hit yourself in confusion, that'd be nice. Ah, another Outrage. It shouldn't be Dragon Gem boosted. Come on, Miglio, take this. Miglio, you suck! Well, that's my fault. Oh, that sucks major ass. I'm playing way too passively, that's why. By the way, huge level gap there. Probably should have just burned him. Alright, Brick Break. Hit yourself in confusion, you dickbag. Thank you. That's what you get, you sucker. God damn, even without the Dragon Gem. Holy frick on a Roni, dude. Alright, we can take this just fine. We should be able to. We can take this, thank you. Haxorus, go fuck yourself. God, you're being way too hard. Alright, Gigglewith. You have Earthquake, so... Crowley's perfect for this. EQ, that's fine. Resisted. Alright, Stealth Rocks. Not the best. I think Swords Dance here, actually. I think that might be the smarter move. It'd be nice to be full restored. Good impact, I think we can take that. Yeah, we're good. Alright, because you have that Wolf Zone. That should be faster than you. Thank the Lord there's no flying type priority moves. Oh, you can't take it close to you. Yeah, that's twice now. Well, that was my mistake, just like the last time. Switching around way too much. Alright, then Semi-Seer is the final Pokemon. It's not over yet, my Pokemon are with me. Oh, fuck you. Shut up. Take this +2 Sacred Sword to the face. Bye-bye. God damn it, Haxorus. Base 147 attack. And now I need to think of another Pokemon to take on a certain... Actually, are there any water rats we haven't looked at yet? There's a chance we can get another Jellicent. But anyways, I'll keep battling my trainers, or many trainers, in Pokemon like this. And if I can learn what kind of person I am, I will open up my path. I'm sure this path will lead me to becoming the person I'm meant to be. Pokemon will always be with me, or you and me, as we go down our own paths. Our important friends, Pokemon. Yeah, screw you, Cheren. Oh, get out of my face, whatever this is. I don't have time for this. Alright, Durant. It's Kevin Durant. Trying to shoot hoops. Sorry, Kevin Durant, I don't want to talk to you. Alright, well, with that being said, that's 2 deaths this run and shall be the last one. No, no, no. You could think it's being rude, but that is being honest. Alright, well, with that being said, I'm gonna go back to... Where was I going back to? Honestly, I forgot. I think Castelia City would be a good place to go to. Actually, no, not Castelia City. I was gonna say Appaloosa City. I forgot I was gonna go there. Alright, well, with that being said, it's time to bury yet another team member. Alright, McLeod, you're gonna have to join Colette Brunel. And let me get that leftovers from you. I was just switching him way too much. I was expecting a Surf, that's why. Another reason I switched into McLeod, I thought he was gonna go for Surf, but I guess I thought Outrage would do more damage. Alright, well, here's McLeod, the Seraphim of Water. We all loved him, and now he's dead once again. A moment of silence, if you'd please. There goes our moment of silence. Well, I already have another flying type on the team, so that's why I'm not too keen on that. But why don't we look at our other, what encounters we might have left. There could be another body of water we could look at. Alright, no, I don't want to do that. Let's go fly back to Appaloosa City for a sec, because I want to go there, and you'll see why momentarily. Oh, sevens indeed. Because I made a horrid mistake. That was a dumb rookie mistake, constantly trying to switch in there for no good reason. And suddenly, a part of me kind of misses fairy types right now, not gonna lie. Whatever. Alright, why don't we look at the town map for a sec? I want to see what encounters I might have left. I don't have too many encounters left, so... what am I... Town map and being done. Right here. Let's see. We don't have this encounter just yet, but there's no bodies of water there, remember. I already got my Striaton City encounter. That might be all the encounters I could get. So perhaps you're right, maybe we should bring back Denny. There's not too many other electric types we have to deal with for the rest of the game either, so perhaps. More of a Cirrus, already got our encounter there. Yeah, not many other encounters, really. Well, there's one over here. Hold up. Let's go back to Marvel's Bridge for a sec. And why did I bring out the town map when I could have just used the fly menu? I'm being dumb. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go back to Marvel's Bridge. I think there's another encounter we can get there, actually. That's a static encounter. Which I thought I ran into before, but... if I remember correctly, there was a Magikarp salesman somewhere around here. Alright, was it this guy? Charge. Yeah, I don't remember where that Magikarp salesman was. I do remember there being one in this game. Am I wrong? Let me look it up. If you'd all bear with me, please. And frankly, I don't think I really need a ghost type for the rest of this run anyways. Yeah, you do get one at Marvel's Bridge. Alright, so let's keep looking for it until we find it. Going on the bike. How did I miss that in the previous episode anyways? Oh, whatever. Alright, which one of you gives the Magikarp? Hey, Culverwig. Magnificent scenery, whatever you're on about with that. Oh, this is the person with the 5 patch rats. Will you come to the famous Marvel's Bridge at some point? Yeah, cool, I don't really care. Alright, he's the one with the big mushroom. Man, you can't beat me in this game. This game is far too easy. You know me, I have the eagle eye. I think I know which one it is. This one. No. Ah, whatever. Alright, so this guy. Yeah, this is the guy. I'll sell you the secret magic card for an unbelievable $500. People say this is a scam, but this is really good. I have no room in the party. Now let's make room real fast. This will be our water type replacement, especially real good for a certain boss fight coming up. The downside is, though, I gotta do a fuck ton more grinding to get this Magikarp up to the rest of the team. But while we're waiting, let's think of a name for this Magikarp encounter. Yes, I'm well aware of that. Or being a contestant in the game. Too bad that's probably one of her less good designs, let's just say. Her Oracle Sword design's way better than the design they gave her in that game. Alright, so I'm gonna keep Umfazon on the team. Because you're gonna see the team member that we're gonna have on here. But I'm gonna wait till we get to Opposite City. Alright, Teresa, spoiler alert, Teresa's gonna be taking a backseat here. I'm not using her for the rest of the run. And you'll know exactly who I'm replacing her with in just a second. Funny how in this game, if you catch Reshiram and Zekrom while your team is full, it'll just send it straight to the box if you choose not to have it on your team. But here, you have to have open space for certain mons, which doesn't make much sense to me. Yep. And best girl on the whole thing, right? Alright, 500 Pokédollars. A lot of people say this is a scam, but I think it's pretty decent. Alright, now Tales of Character. Hey, it's female. So Tales of Character or Havoc. Alright. Havoc the Magikarp, and will soon to be a Gyarados. I'm gonna train this guy up real good off screen, and it should have Intimidate, which is the ability I want as a singles or doubles player, I mean. It's gonna be especially useful for a certain boss fight coming up. Alright, there we are. Now, what nature do you have? And you shall be our water type replacement. Oh, Jolly's really good. Yeah, that's very good. Fuck yes. I hit the jackpot right there. Alright, change the name. Alright, and what shall the name be? Well, we're gonna be going to the name raider anyway, so might as well. Oh, Havoc's a guy. Alright then. So, either female Tales of Character or viewer. You shall pick. Alright, let's go to Mistralton City, because there's a few names I need to change anyways. Alright, with that being said, we're gonna get Pascal the Dino, because this name I want to change as well. There's a certain other Tales of Character I have a better name for on that front, and where is that Heatmore of mine? Because we have 2 Pokemon here named Defreet, and I need to change that. And it will be the Heatmore. Made a mistake. Alright, let's go back. There we go. Alright, I know exactly what we'll name Pascal. Instead of Pascal the Dino, we're going to have Arietta the Dino, after Arietta the Wild from Tales of the Abyss, one of the 6 god generals that uses monsters to fight, which I think is pretty fitting for a wild creature such as Hydreigon, especially since Arietta, that character from Tales of the Abyss, was raised by monsters, so I think it's fitting. Alright, which one of you was the narrator? Was that Driftveil City or am I tripping? Actually, wait, I'm just in the wrong house. Alright, Poké Nerd, alright, that'll do. Alright, which one of you was the narrator again? I don't remember. No, that was in Driftveil City, wasn't it? I think so, hold on. Well, I'm gonna go back in here anyways, because I need Dino to remember a certain move. Alright, it was you who's the move rememberer. And you should have a certain dragon-type move. Which one is it? Right here, Gargan Pulse. Just what we need. Alright, no need for Dragon Rush. That move is terrible with attack accuracy, though it does pair well with Hustle. Alright, let's go. Alright, now the narrator, if I remember correctly, was in Driftveil City, right? If not, I'm just gonna look it up real fast. Alright, move to your house. Was the narrator in Castilla City? I don't remember. Yeah, right here, narrating service. I was about to record another episode right after this, but I gotta take some time to do some grounding, it seems. Alright, I believe you're in the Pokemon Center, right? Spoiler alert, this will be where another episode will take place. Wait, who's the guy that rated names again? I'm just gonna look it up. It's in this city according to the map, but I'm just gonna look it up. Alright, so one of the side buildings over here. Now, if only I can go into the right alley. I'm not entirely sure which one it is. I believe it's this one. I don't think it's this one, actually. Yeah, no, it is this one. Just the picture I'm looking at looks completely different to what we have on here. Alright, I believe it was this guy, if I remember correctly. Yep, it's him. Alright, Arietta the Dino. And then we'll name the Magikarp next. I kinda wish I could just type these in since I'm on an emulator, but whatever. Arietta the Dino. Alright, as for Heatmore, who shall we name this one after? I just realized I also lost my Surfer, so that's just great. However, we could always have a separate Surfer. Alright, Fruit shall be... Alright, let's see. Either male, Tales of Character, or... Guy Cecil. The same name I gave to the Rapidash during the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Nuzlocke. I mean, that guy doesn't eat ants, but whatever. And finally... Fucking nerd, the Magikarp. Ah, come on. Whatever, I could always change that right after. No, she came in third. Or Pika Nerd, not Poké Nerd. It's Excuse me. Let's see, where's the underscore when you need it? Alright, that's not an underscore, that's a hyphen, but whatever. You know what? Close enough. I think they'll have to do. Oh yeah, now let's just use the dash. And nerd. There's our new team members. And before we go back to Uppelucid City, for where the next episode shall take place, I've got a few rare candies on hand. Why don't we evolve one of our teammates over here. Our Arietta is now level 64. Totally my favorite ghost type. Zweilous. There's a nice little fun fact about the Dino line, actually. You notice those little purple treads on their bellies? That's actually based on the fact that the Dino line was originally going to be based on tanks. And they have some German-sounding words into their names as well. D-A, Zwei, and Hydrai, being the German words for 1, 2, and 3. But anyways, Zweilous is now evolving as well. Had her in the daycare for quite some time during the rest of the playthrough up to this point. And now we have ourselves a beastly Hydreigon. Look at this beautiful one. Look at her. She's great. We may have lost one team member, but we got a few awesome ones here. You know what? Instead of going up elusive... Oops. I did not want to do that. Whatever. Might as well get another one Arietta then. I only have 3 rare candies left, but that's okay. Alright, let's go back to the boss city. Might as well do a little grinding for Micleo over... Not Micleo, Pika Nerd over here. Hercule Soul Silver design is better. And that design's alright too. Perhaps that's just what she wears in colder weather, which Sinnoh is one of the colder regions. Why don't we just battle a little bit at the, a little bit of the different, whatchamacallits over here. Alright, you go back over here. Let's get our other team members back. Actually, wait a minute. Just do a few battles to get Magikarp over here to evolve. Yeah, let's think, well, besides Dragon Dance and Waterfall, probably Earthquake as well. Oh, we already have an Earthquake, or do we need 2? Not really, no. I was probably going to train over here off screen anyways. And I think we should have Tornadus in front. And I'll build it on the side. Alright, it's definitely going to take a bit to get you to level up. Which really makes me a little salty, but whatever. Yeah, it's a bit of a colder region, which is why she dresses up like that. For how she dressed up in the Johto games. It's just way better. And if you see my Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom playthrough, you know why. I mentioned it there. Semi-Sage and the whatchamacallit, Bisharp. There's such goodbye. Now let's just sit here for a bit until Micleo, or keep saying Micleo, until Pika Nerd evolves. Wow, look at that experience. Yeah, this won't take long at all. Look at that, all those levels. All the levels in the world. Tackle, nobody cares. EQ, goodbye, Bishop. Alright, level 18, 19, and that should get us 20. 21. Alright, and now our new Magikarp is evolving. And see with the almighty Gyarados. And this is now the third Nuzlocke in a row we're having Gyarados on the team. I mean, Gyarados is a hell of a useful Pokemon, no matter what generation you're playing, so can you blame people for using Gyarados? Alright, I'm gonna teach you Waterfall real fast as well. If I can't think of another move, at least till we get to some other later battles that I have planned in this game, I'm probably just gonna have Surf on there, just funsies. Also Flamethrower for Arietta. And I think the last move for Arietta should be, I'm thinking maybe Work Up just as a nice little setup move. I think the Lord Fairy types don't exist right now. Well, that also means I don't have a Will Whisper. Can you still run Flash Cannon in this game? I wonder. You probably can, but once again, Fairy types don't exist. Yet. Waterfall. There we are. Might as well just do one more battle while we are here, and that'll be this other double battle sitting over here. Just get a little more level up while we're at it. Semi-Foreign Semi-Seer. Both of you are dying to an easier Earthquake anyways. Yeah, those are the metal containers you're supposed to scan to get extra prizes out of them. Right, level 22, level 23. Dargon Rage, we do not need that, especially this late into the game. Alright, level 24. Level 25. Alright, now I'll do the rest of that training off screen. Gonna get both Arietta and Gyarados around level 78, 80 or so before we do the next episode. And fighting Bianca, as I stated earlier in the episode, will be a later episode. Well, let's go on over to Appaloosa City and you'll see why in just a second. Also, while we're at it, this is the Sandile is a pretty high level too, but I doubt we're gonna need to use them. Alright, Wolfazon, I need your help for a sec. Ah, come on. And I missed how the PC boxes were used in later games. Alright, now let's fly on over to Appaloosa City. There's a certain special cave we need to go into over here. And that being this here cave, after we run away from this Minchino. Bye-bye, we don't need to fight you. A nice little item, though. An HP up. Another item. Yeah, you know, there. Alright, what's this item? A full restore. Luckily, I don't have my Gyarados on here right now to, train. Alright, with that being said, this here cave is a neat little cave. It's called Challenger's Cave, where there's extra really strong trainers in there. And we're going to be dealing with that next episode. We can even get a few nice prizes, too. With that being said, I'm going to get off the bike here. I'm going to save real fast, because you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. And with that being said, that'll be it for this edition of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. If you all enjoyed this video, some more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit one of the videos screen now, and just hit that bell button for more. I got quite a bit of grinding to do to get our new team members up to speed, but that'll be more than worth it when we are fully done. Anyway, special thank you to everyone for joining me once again for this wonderful video, and for becoming and for resubscribing as well. And consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a subscriber for $6 a month for wonderful bonuses such as an ad-free experience. And consider it to the Twitch in the description below. Anyways, for those of you on Twitch, why don't we end this off with a quick raid? And let me see who you want me to raid before Ashton Croft. We shall. Let's see. You said he was playing Pokemon Colosseum. Right over here, he's playing Colosseum. Send him around Wavering 11 Seaport. Alright, well, thank you all for watching, and have a very good day.